What's going on, Wally Momped? If you are like us, you are swamped with E3 madness, which I found kind of uneventful.
Like March Madness?
It's kind of like March Madness, but it's less intensive. Well, maybe more intensive, because you use your fingers. March Madness, you just sit on your ass and watch, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Yes, you heard it here. Video games are more exercise
March Madness
than watching basketball.
Unless you do all the fantasy drafting and stuff like that. I mean.
All right, let's. This is gonna be a quick shot because me and Will have spent too much time talking about shit that doesn't have to do with video games.
Real life.
Shouts out to everybody. I can't. I don't even want to say.
Yeah,
it.
no, we can't.
I don't even want to say it. It's just so
because then we just put people out on the show. That'd be weird.
Yeah, like myself.
You don't want to do that, right?
In any case, not on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Not on this show. We're gonna talk about the best and worst from E3 in our personal opinions.
Yep.
And I guess we'll go. Let's go back and forth. Go back and forth. I'm gonna go ahead and steal it so you don't say it. Injustice: Gods Among Us.
I was not gonna steal that actually.
We got some time with the good old Ed Boon. With the Boon.
We didn't talk about the NC, right?
No, we didn't talk about the NC.
Oh, okay.
But I think that they're gonna have a rollback.
Yeah.
Netcode and
I think I figured out how the whole armor thing's gonna work though.
They told us.
Yeah, it's basically it's MKX.
No, it is not.
What is it?
It's literally after the fight, you get similar to an RPG, a piece of armor that has like 10% body armor.
So it's
30%.
It's basically like round 2 and you're a little bit buffed.
Well, it's after the entire match.
So
if you win, you get a rare item, and if you lose, you just get maybe like a regular item. But if you don't have any items, you'll keep getting, and you can customize your character.
That's a character customization.
Yeah, so you can customize your character with armor that does different abilities. Now, when you customize your character with armor that does different abilities, you can also get different moves. So you might be fighting somebody online with different moves. We could both be Superman and have a different move set that I don't have.
Yeah.
Now, the big question is, how the fuck do you balance something like that? So apparently what they're going to do is, Ed Boon said they're not done with the game yet. It doesn't come out to 2017. But there is going to be some kind of arena tournament mode. And this other mode is going to be also a mode that you can go online with. So basically, you can go online just playing the regular base game, or you can go online with your souped up fucking level 50 monster fucking Superman and play that online as well and still get rare. And he says there's thousands and thousands and thousands of variations of your character that you could have. So when you go online, you might fight one Supergirl that's totally different from the other Supergirl, like in moves, speed, armor, playset, and style.
That's actually going to be really interesting. They're trying to change the face of fighting games.
Yeah, never been done before.
So
like I said, Ed Boon said. So the big question was, and it was Destin from IGN. He was like, "How the fuck are you gonna balance this shit? This makes no fucking sense. What the fuck are you doing, Ed Boon?" And he just, in his Ed Boony trolling kind of way, says, I'm pretty sure they got the so because Destin goes, so there's no way this game's gonna be an Evo. He's like, well, I wouldn't say that. It's like we're probably gonna have a mode for tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we really want people to get into the crafting of your own personal character.
Yeah,
they showed Atrocitus.
Yeah, Atrocitus. The characters. The characters.
I
called Atrocitus.
Gorilla Grog.
I called Atrocitus because I was like, I would like to see fucking Atrocitus.
Yeah.
Atrocitus beating again. Atrocitus, and I'm like, holy shit, it's Atrocitus.
Supergirl.
Gorilla Grodd, Supergirl,
and then Batman, Superman,
Batman,
Aquaman.
Superman, Aquaman, Flash. They showed Black Manta, which I'm kind of like.
Black Manta is not actually in the game. He's in Aquaman Special. Now, is he actually in the game? I don't know.
Well, because I've seen some stuff where it shows like him fighting.
Yeah, he's in Aquaman Special.
Well, no. Outside of the special, it looks like he's actually like
no.
Right, because in his special,
it could be a very
no.
It could be a skin. It could be a skin.
No,
or armor set.
It
could be
look like
no.
An
it was
set.
it was an armor set.
Because he wasn't using a trident.
It was armor set.
We'll see. I would like to see Black Manta.
But if you watch we got that, actually I posted it up to the YouTube page and everything and the Facebook. If you check out all the Injustice
specials that they got
So far.
Yeah.
And also, clashes are back.
Yep.
We didn't think clashes would be back, but clashes are back. They've got more dialogue now, and the game just looks fucking awesome. Come out. It looks really good.
I love some Supergirl.
The level transitions are shorter, but they're in the game. They can't be turned off. Most likely they will be for tournaments.
Yeah.
It's going to be a game that I think they're really like. One thing MK and NetherRealm and as a whole does is they really go hard after the casual market while still accommodating.
They're trying
the
to
tournament.
appease both sides.
Yeah. But I think they figured like the hardcore is going to be there. Let's not fuck over them, but get the best netcode and the best game we can possibly put out. But if there's two different kinds of tournament online modes, like it's like I want to play tournament mode so I can get my tournament together because I got a tournament this weekend. And then if there's and then you got I got this souped up ass fucking Flash who's only fast.
Yeah.
Like I gotta hit you 1 billion times to win the match, but you can't catch me. And I got like you could change like 4-frame moves into 3-frame moves. You know what I'm saying? Like because you do all this, but it's very There's 15 minutes up on the website of just straight gameplay. Gorilla Grog has all this like fucking telekinesis powers and
Yep.
it looks pretty dope. Is all I'm gonna say. So that's one of my best ofs.
I guess I'm next.
Yep.
Spider-Man for PS4. I'm just gonna
Which will be multi-plat.
From what I think they're gonna go.
They're not published by PS4.
But I think they might be going with a kind of a Spider-Man deal. Excuse me, like kind of like the movie deal.
I'd be interested to see if that goes through.
Because remember, technically for like movies and stuff like that.
The reason I say that is a lot of the same reason I say about what is it? The same thing I say about Dead Rising. Like during Capcom's presentation, if a game was exclusive, during PlayStation, if a game was exclusive, they made it known.
Well, the reason why I say that is just because
it looks like Spider-Man 2.
Well, they might be going for a variation of like the movie type one.
Marvel
they
own.
Sony still owns the movie rights to it.
True.
Sony still owns the movie rights to Spider-Man.
Good. But
yeah, and also
it looks like PS2. It looks like Spider-Man 2.
Open world. About fucking time to get back to fucking open world. And Activision can't fucking touch anymore. They got was it Insomniac Games,
Platinum,
Ratchet and Clank,
Insomniac Games.
Ratchet and Clank.
I'm sorry, Platinum makes everything nowadays. So.
Ratchet and Clank, guys.
I would love to see a Spider-Man Platinum-based game in the future.
Nah, it'd be too hacky slashy, man, because that's really all they do is hacky slashy.
But is that really so
It's
bad?
Devil May Cry. Yeah, for Spider-Man, yeah, because Spider-Man's not a hacky slashy type fighter. He's not.
My second game, best of. Shout out to my game of show, I guess I'll say. VR experience, the Star Trek game.
Cool.
Where they had the entire Star Trek fucking cast of the Enterprise, except Picard and everybody.
Yeah.
Geordi was the captain, and it basically, if you ever seen Star Trek, any of them, you're basically on a bridge with your crew and you're fighting like another ship, but you're inside the ship and you're like, shields at 50%, Captain. What do you want to do? Engage. You're like calling out all the it's so unbelievable.
I love me some Star Trek, and so that's kind of like
it's so like when they played it and they were playing it, it was just so unbelievable. Number 2.
I guess for me, I'd have to say Gwent.
I somehow knew you would be extremely excited about Gwent, but I like Gwent too. I love Gwent.
Did you play a lot of?
I played a lot of Gwent.
I played a shit ton of Gwent.
I didn't play a shit ton of Gwent because I didn't.
Wait.
I understood what you were doing, but I didn't understand why I was winning.
For Witcher 3.
Oh man, so good.
You had an in-game game, a game within the game, so to speak,
and it was so in depth.
You basically have your own deck of cards that are based off of one of
new cards and everything.
One of the many factions.
And you can fight anybody to get better cards.
Yeah, you get better cards. Essentially, the object is you have your team versus another team, and you have to get a higher number of like army cards than the opposing team.
They never really explained the exact exact rules, so they just let you kind of go with it.
Basically, it's adding up numbers. So let's say I have a person that I put down a person that's like a 10. They put down a person that's a 7. They have to put down someone that's going to beat that 10.
Yeah.
They can have
but you can also use like battlefield conditions.
Yeah, battlefield conditions that will reduce certain cards down to another
like
thing.
Frost
If it's a
and
hero,
fire or whatever
if it's a hero card, none of the battlefield conditions will affect it. But as well as none of the scorched.
And then it's like
affect
however many heroes you put on one level.
Yeah, you can put as many people as you want on a single.
But like if they all get crushed, you need somebody on your bottom level.
Each side has 3 areas. You have the frontline people, which are like sword people. You have the middle people who are like archery bowsmen basically, and then you have the siege weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the armies like they're better with like siege weapons, or they're better with swords people.
I saw some people
monster
like
ones.
I saw some people like sacrificing cards to get better cards, and I didn't know how that worked.
I never
knew how that
some
worked.
people there's a card called decoy. You basically use the decoy card that will put a decoy in the place of a card you used before, so you can redraw that card for at a later time. Each of the faction leader cards have like a different effect you can use. Like the one I usually used a lot was the Northern Realms. The Northern Realms ones would the one I would use would
I can see this turning into an esports game.
Yeah, it's so God. You have no idea how much fun it is. The Northern Realms game, your Northern Realms leadership card I would use would you could post or you could put impenetrable fog on the archery section.
Yeah, and then it would fog.
And then
all your
archery people, if you put a status effect or a land effect on any of the areas, it will drop any of the characters that are not a hero card down to 1. So that would remove a lot of the points.
And then you just keep going like
round
round
keep
after
going
round
back
after
and
round.
forth. You keep going back
It
and
was
forth,
kind of
turn
like
around,
it's
and
like
until
Yu-Gi-Oh!
somebody
The
passes.
game.
Yeah, until somebody passes. When they pass, and you get you win that. Whoever has the most points for that round wins that round.
Announced on
That's 2 out
Xbox
of
and
3.
Windows 10, but I'm guaranteeing it's gonna be a PS4, and I'm
I
guaranteeing.
doubt it's. I'm really not sure.
And
if
I
it'll be PS4.
guarantee it'll be on tablet.
If they don't make it for PS4, I'm gonna definitely pick it up for Windows 10.
Yeah, definitely too. It's a great game to play like just on the go.
Yeah. Dude, I wanted Gwent so bad to play.
And then
against people.
the fact of being like multiplayer, so you could play online with people.
They're gonna do multiplayer. They're gonna have a single player
That
mode.
is
I was
amazing.
like, holy shit, guys!
amazing.
Good job. Good CD Projekt Red, man.
They just CD
Projekt
and it's
Red.
a passion
They
project. Not
fuck-
even a. It's like they took the Gwent team that made the Gwent game.
Yeah.
And they took that team and said go over there and do something.
What it was
people just going. Why isn't this a game?
Why is this not a Gwent? Why is this not a game? As well as people making their own versions of
Gwent,
of a Gwent game.
That's
so then they're like, fuck it, we'll make a Gwent game for you guys, and I'm happy they're making a Gwent game.
Pretty awesome.
I want
it looks
a Gwent
pretty awesome.
game,
If you
so.
like anything like Hearthstone or something, anything like that, you're gonna love this.
Oh god, it's so much fun.
I guess my next for the best of, I'm gonna go and say Sea of Thieves
Good.
for the Xbox One.
I will make this like a double.
I was gonna go GOW, but I'm gonna let you handle that.
No, actually I'll do GOW for my 4th, and then you can take your 4th.
So Sea of Thieves was a game we saw last year, and my best of show for Xbox One, no doubt. I mean, this is a game. You're a pirate. I mean, you got to work as a team with your pirate people, and I still don't really know what the game is about, but you get to be a pirate on a boat, and you get to like get treasure. Like it just seems like it's so rare. It seems very rare.
It seems rare because it's like an MMO.
But it's like open world fantasy.
Yeah, like pirate fantasy. So,
but like cool pirate fantasy, like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, like
pirate
you
fantasy.
like I love
not gritty.
Like the little thing that they showed, like they were on a boat and they went to the city.
Like hoist the sails. You have a captain.
They're freaking like people are doing like different jobs on the boats, and then they
last year they made the captain walk the plank because they didn't like the captain. That was pretty dope.
I love
boat battles.
They went onto an island, were like drinking and stuff like that, and then they went to an island to explore, and then another team started attacking them, and they're like, we gotta get back to the boat, and one guy was like, you left me on the island. And then they go fight, and one of of the boats gets sank. It's players against players.
Yeah.
One of the boats gets sunk. It's like, oh, we're taking on water. We're gonna sink.
It just seems really cool.
It was. I really want to play that game.
And I don't like playing with people. And that's a game that I was like, it's so.
Would you play with people with this?
I think so. Yeah. Only because like it looks fun.
Yeah.
Like some games look cool. Some games look like very action that I like. But this game kind of like it made me think of fun.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just the goofiness of it.
Oh,
I guess you could say. Like I wouldn't take it too serious.
Yeah, it has like a very cartoony like look
almost
to it.
It has almost a I think the word is whimsical.
Yeah, very whimsical. It's literally like a pirate. It's a pirate fantasy.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's
very
a pirate
very similar to how people feel about a lot of people that like Minecraft were telling me that they like the game.
The best way it kind of feels. I didn't play a lot of. I didn't play this game at all. But I like look at it and it. For me, it kind of reminds me because I was around when this game was. Friggin'
Monkey Island.
Monkey Island.
It's
Monkey Island, but online.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's Monkey Island, but online. So it has that whimsical Monkey Island.
Speaking of Minecraft, did you see the Minecraft announcement?
Yep.
And I know you play Minecraft.
I play the online. I play the.
Explain
PC
to me, what's the significance of the realms? You see the announcement?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I've seen the announcement, but I really.
You can play in other people's realms.
Yeah, I don't feel the appeal of the realms part.
Okay.
Especially
I don't get it at all.
You make your the way that they're pushing it is you make your own Minecraft world.
Yeah.
And people can come into your Minecraft world
and
play in your Minecraft world. But and it's a little bit different than like playing on different servers because in different servers it's kind of like a randomly generated like world and you start in a randomly generated area. This is more like you build your world and people can come to your world. And you can either like destroy stuff or build stuff, and however you make it. So you can have like I think what the one they showed was like it's like a kind of like a alien invasion type thing that all the villagers had like weapons they could actually actively use and so on and so forth. So I mean, yeah.
Could be something, right?
It could be something cool, but for me, I just like give me a world to like explore. I mean,
one thing that going back to Sea of Thieves, I would like to see. It's not coming out in 2017. I would love to see, like, is there an end game or do you just like play as a pirate? Because for me, that could get a little boring.
Yeah, for with a game like that, I really don't think that.
Is there a main story?
Yeah,
is there
I don't think.
Are they only showing a piece of the game right now?
Yeah, well, I think.
Or is that it?
I think it's gonna be literally like an MMO, so you have your quests and stuff like that. But for the most part, you could just kind of explore and just fucking.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like.
I'm actually curious about where they're going with that.
There are times when I just want to do what the game wants me to do.
Yeah.
I need direction, as we've discussed many times. All right, what you got next?
No, it's you next because I kind of took that too. Unless you want me to just 4. We're going on to 4.
I'll go GOW.
All right, going to 4. I would have to say this isn't really like something I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing. But this is still kind of like, oh my god, they actually have something for it. There's a date. There's a date.
Yeah.
There's a date for Last Guardian. I have to talk about there's a date for Last Guardian.
You got it.
Because
this year.
This year. October 26th, I think this year is the date they have for it. And I'm just like, holy shit.
Do you
they have a date.
Do you kind of feel like you don't really want to play it almost?
Only
because like
I want to play it. But I know it's not gonna live up to the hype.
How could it? How could it?
Because it was a PS3 title.
How could it?
It was a PS3 title.
But I know a lot of people I have played 1 and 2, and I've seen the Let's Plays of 1 and 2, and I understand the like. This is like actually chronologically this would be the first one in the series, so I think it's cool that this game even exists.
Yeah. I think it's cool too, but the amount of hype that I had originally
could not
gone.
Yeah,
gone.
I never really got. I thought the game was gorgeous, and I wanted it to come out because of gamers that we know.
Yeah,
were loving the game so much, and I just hope that when it actually does come out, they take into consideration like that this game exists.
Yeah.
And not just shit on the game as soon as it comes out. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it'll be better than Duke Nukem 3D. Or whatever it was called, Duke
Nukem Forever.
I have the game actually.
I'm so sorry.
I bought the game. I haven't played it yet, but I bought the game to buy the game to say that I have Duke Nukem Forever.
I have Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be like Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah.
Because Duke Nukem Forever was a different type of
baking.
development. It was
Yeah.
no, it was a different type of development. Hell,
Yeah.
company that originally had it, fucking was like working on it. Then shit happened. It died for a while. Then the company went out of business, quote unquote. Then they got picked up by another group of people. Then came back. Then they were like, no, we're still not going to work on it. Then they were like, no, we're actually working on it. And I think if it was 2K, I think it was one that like picked them up. 2K's like, come on, you motherfuckers know you want to work on it. Or like, all right, we kind of want to work on it.
Yeah, then the guys that did
started
the Cliffy B team took it and did everything.
they just started basically working.
The guys
on
that
it
do Borderlands and everything.
Yeah, it's that's not Cliffy B. Cliffy B is
the
Gears guy.
Yeah.
This would be Borderlands. All the Borderlands. So 2K people. They were like, oh, we'll help you make it.
Forgetting the name
well,
of the
basically, it's 2K. 2K is the one who made the.
Yeah, but there's a
the
specific
team.
studio that does. Is it Rational? No, not Rational.
No.
I'm losing.
Gearbox.
Gearbox. Thank you.
Because
Because they did the game with the whip. And
Yep.
I forget what it's called.
Gearbox came in and they were like, "Hey, you want to
just finish
fucking
it.
game? We'll finish it for you, I guess." 3D Realms is still kind of there, but you know, but it was just like tossed back and forth. Last Guardian has just been like, "We're making the game, but it's taking for a long time. We're still making the game. We don't know what we want to do. Still making the game." It was just that the entire.
It can't
time.
be the same vision that it was.
Nah, I don't think so.
My next game is Vampire, I think it's called. It's like you're literally this vampire in the streets of like London or whatever the case is, and you're it's like an action third person game, and you're basically in the trailer. He goes, it looks interesting to me because I like all that shit, and he goes, oh well, basically I can't control who I am anymore, but I can control who I kill. So he starts going after people who kind of maybe deserve to die.
I mean,
And it's called Vampire, I believe. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. It's not Dracula. It's just like Vampire. Yeah. So yeah, that's one you probably missed.
yeah, I think I missed that one. I don't
It wasn't
know.
at any conference.
It
was like
it's one of the like
mini games.
standalone ones.
Yeah.
Well, E3 is still going on all week, so
Yeah.
there's probably going to be all types of stuff still being shown at this point because right now we're recording
Day 3.
Day 3 technically. It's
Day 0. 1,
Thursday, early Thursday morning, but technically Wednesday night.
2. Yeah.
God of War.
Let's talk about it.
God of War.
Let's talk
Looks
about it.
fucking amazing.
Yes, it does.
Visually.
Yes, it does.
Gameplay is different from the God of War that we all know. and love.
Yeah, this is going to be the big thing. I don't think many people notice this though, because a lot of people, a lot of the diehard PS4 fans. I don't think they real. I was like, how do you like the new direction in the camera and how you got an over shoulder type thing going on? You're like, what are you talking about? It's a hack and slash like it always been. I was like, is it?
It is still a hack and slash, but
it's more visceral.
It's in a different style.
Yeah, it's almost first person shootery.
Yeah,
in the way that you move with the game. Almost kind of got a Max Payne kind of feel to it. In the way that it.
No.
But
it's
the camera's like
it's more like Last of Us. The camera's kind of like more like Last of Us.
The camera's like Massive, but it's just kind of like, and the way that I saw Kratos moving is a way that I never would have imagined Kratos to move. Like he doesn't sprint. He kind of jogs along.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like, and the combos, I didn't see combos. I saw moves. I saw hack and slash.
Well, they didn't show.
I saw up close, like really
they didn't
like
show
visceral,
too
like
much.
finishers.
Yeah, it felt scripted, but at the same time felt like you still could choose how you wanted to approach the
but
situation.
I didn't see combos. Like you press X circle whatever the case is, and you could do like whatever kind of moves with his chains and stuff like that. Let's talk about his weapon.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be in Asgard, and you got like this like Thor hammer.
No, it was an axe. Yeah,
It was like
an axe.
powered by his words, I guess. I don't fucking know.
There were runes.
Okay, yeah.
It was like a runic axe. And when he pulls it out initially, it covers the head of it in and
Yeah.
ice, and then he friggin' slashes one thing, and knocks like hits it into like a wall, and it's kind of like, oh fuck, and then the other thing he like attacks it, and he throws the axe over and fucking just impales
Is
it.
this
with
still
the
being made
axe.
by Sony Santa Monica?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's just a different take on it.
Interesting take. Of course, we're in Asgard, we believe.
Yeah.
We're taking on the Asgardian. We might see Thor in this. Kratos might kill Thor at some point. I feel like his kid's gonna die, but I mean, because that's his history. Apparently, the Kratos has been fucking, and at least what you say, 12 years has gone by. His kid is it his real? He says father.
Yeah, the kid doesn't call him father.
He doesn't call him dad. He calls him father.
He calls him father.
Yeah.
Apparently, the mother was a hunter and taught him to hunt.
Yeah. If she's not alive or taken or whatever.
Apparently, the way that they're making it seem
like she's dead, yeah.
like she might be dead or she might
and they're
be
trying
gone
to go
or
for
changed.
They're trying to go for an emotional.
Yeah, it's a yeah.
Okay, let's
much
talk.
more
I'm
emotional.
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I get to my worst V3. But they're trying to have it a very personal story and like much like Last of Us or something like that.
Yeah, it feels a lot more Last of Us type thing. I mean, even with its style. It's not like the fixed camera top down like I am freaking.
Yeah. It seems like if somebody's hitting you from behind, you're going to have a hard time seeing it.
Yeah, you really have to be very aware of what's going on the entire battlefield.
From what I saw, it doesn't look like you're going to be fighting too many opponents at a time.
No.
It seems like you're going to be fighting maybe one or two people, and it's going to be really close combat.
Yeah,
and the kid might be a sort of Ellie fixture.
Maybe. I'm kind of curious.
He had like
the
arrow and whatever the case is that was electric, so he's got some kind of powers. The kid, like when he's like, shoot him now, and he shoots him, and his arrow turns like electric. So is he some kind of got some power or something too? I don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know, and I'm trying to figure out where's the transition from, because it's Kratos.
Yeah.
They have a different, which the jarring thing for me, because I'm a behind the scenes type guy. No, I'm not behind the scenes type guy. It's not T.C. Carson.
Really?
That wasn't T.C. Carson's voice. It was a different person. It was not T.C. Carson, or unless his voice changed like that drastically, it's another black guy they got. Deep voice black guy. Watch it be a deep voice white guy and I'd be like, racist as shit. But it doesn't sound like T.C. Carson.
So yeah, definitely a great way for Sony to start their conference. I mean, it's God of War. Let's see. Did I like anything else? Like, this is a very disappointing year for me for E3. Just all around. Did I like anything else? I kind of like some other stuff, but I won't even put that into my anticipated stuff. I mean, Tekken shows some of their story mode, which is going to be very MKX-ish, and the same way that Street Fighter, but I don't want to talk about Street Fighter in my best ofs, because there's an issue with they're going on too. I just Itafune's game. And I'll group these two together. Recore.
Yeah.
So I got to see like 5 minutes of gameplay of that. It's like Mega Man Legends with traversing. And I've been waiting for another Mega Man Legends forever.
For all you people who don't know, they released Mega Man Legends 2 on the PSN.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you want to play Mega Man, people are still trying to get, if I'm not mistaken, Mega Man Legends 1 on there, but Mega Man Legends 2 is on. I
remember playing Mega Man Legends 1. It was awesome. Like, even for the graphics at the time, I was just like amazed.
You just like trombone.
Yeah, of course we didn't though. Recore, you have these cores. They do the core thing. It's very shootery, but you have these like your robots actually help you in combat, and you gotta like wear down the robot, and then it's like a lot of teamwork you have to do with your robot, and like what kind of robot you have helping you determines your the way you fight. It's very Metroidvania in the sense that you get upgrades to go to different sections of the land, and you could come back and like build up your robot and get new robots and yada 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 yada. But I mean, from the man who made Mega Man, Keiji Inafune, I mean, like, it's gonna be Mega Man like. I mean, there's robots. It's called Recore, and it comes out in September. So that I didn't think it was gonna make 2016, but if it's coming out in September, that's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. I was really interested in about that. I don't know. That's kind of it for me. Anything else you want to talk about? Oh, VR was cool.
VR was pretty.
Sony VR was cool. I didn't know,
but it's still,
anything.
For me, it's felt gimmicky.
Yeah, but I'll just say VR in general was cool. Now it did. You know what seemed gimmicky to me, and this is kind of going into our worst ofs. The fact that Final Fantasy just kind of tacked on VR.
Yeah, that was
like
that.
It's
yeah,
like,
I
hey,
do want to talk about that shit.
You want to just we got VR too over here.
That was pretty. That was rough.
I was like, come on,
that
just give us the game. That seemed really tacked on. Do you have any more best of, or you want to go on the worst? Because I'm done. I kind of liked. I not kind of like. I did like. Dead Rising, but it's what is Dead Rising?
Dead Rising.
It's Dead Rising.
It's Dead Rising.
Frank's back. It might be on PS4.
Horizon Zero Dawn. No, I know what game I want to talk about. Horizon Zero Dawn was pretty dope, but I want to talk about Detroit.
Horizon Zero Dawn, a game that I praised last year, looked worse in motion than I thought it would.
Really?
Not the fighting and the combat, but when the guy's running, you're like, I'm not going back there. You're crazy. Like, that whole segment just looked bad. I don't know if it was the rendering. I don't know if it was just not finished parts of the game.
It's still in, like,
but it looked rough.
Yeah, there's
it looked rough.
I can understand where it looks a little rough.
Yeah. But I mean, like the stuff the stuff that they're showing for the preview and everything like that looks like the game will be fun. I'm not saying the game won't be fun, but the game in motion made me still excited. Mm-hmm. Made me less excited for the game.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. I guess for my last bit, because there's two. I'm just gonna say
going into the
most
negative.
of them are in the Sony press conference, because I think Sony's press conference was the best of E3 out of the big press conferences.
I say that, and then I say I don't think any of them were good.
Well, of course.
But yeah, Sony's definitely was the best. Ubisoft had it, the best one.
Hideo Kojima's new game.
Which is basically gonna be just what they wouldn't let him do.
I don't know if it's gonna be PT, because they showed off something.
It's Norman Reedus,
but it's not Guillermo del Toro. It is going.
Speaking
to be,
on that, let's talk about Resident Evil.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. That's what I was gonna level out the entire thing with the thing.
Is it first person?
Death Seeking or Death Seeking? No. Death Seeping. See, I don't fucking remember. Yeah. Is gonna be I'm trying to remember the name. Death Standing.
We gotta look this up.
Yeah, it's killing me.
Yeah, but it is a
Stranding. Death Stranding.
It is a just having him come on stage though was just
Death Stranding was pretty. Yeah, Death Stranding. It looks interesting, but they didn't really show us much.
Anything.
Just everybody.
Just Norman Reedus in black ink,
and he's like naked and stuff. Basically,
find that game.
But there's already like fan
of what it could be.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, but I'm guessing it's gonna be. You don't have a game with Norman Reedus in it and don't show him off.
True, because he's like the shit right now. So.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that the game, even if the game is first person, they're gonna find a way to have some kind of way to show him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it's a what's his name? The director, Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a bunch of cutscenes in the game.
Oh. More than likely.
We're gonna get to see him at some point. Does that transition into the good old Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, Resident Evil 7. When they started
Evil.
When they started off, apparently the little bit that they show in the demo that they got out right now, is
Is it first person or third person?
what you see right now, which will be a first person experience and stuff like that, is not going to be what the game is going to be.
Huh. I know that the demo's out and I haven't played the demo.
Basically, they're doing the PT route.
Hmm.
So it's Capcom. Capcom's like, Konami's not in this game anymore. Let me do this. So
I thought that the game was what's the name of the game that came out this year? Part 2 of this game. That's the scary game that came out this year.
Outlast?
No, the major title from Bethesda. Bethesda produced. It was the publisher. Not Evil Dead.
Evil Within?
Evil Within.
I didn't think
I
it
thought
was
it was
Evil.
Evil
I
Within
didn't
Part
think it was
2.
Evil Within because it looked too polished.
and
I don't want to say that as like a main thing, but Evil Within looks like a kind of like a campy a Capcom game.
Yeah.
Which this really doesn't look like a campy Capcom game.
This
but
looks legit.
then they say Resident Evil. I'm like, oh shit, it's probably gonna be a campy Capcom game.
Do you see? I do like, however, how they how the Resident Evil title screen came on.
Yeah.
It was like there's 7.
Yeah.
And they put the evil behind it.
Yeah. It
Biohazard.
It was weird because it didn't feel like Resident Evil.
It did not feel like Resident Evil.
Like it felt like something.
I haven't looked at any of the trailer from.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like Silent Hill.
Yeah.
It really and I mean and I don't,
in a good way.
I mean they of course they freaking scrapped the whole idea of like a Silent Hill like PT type thing from it, but it really felt like Silent Hill. So I'm kind of like
no idea what the game was when I came out.
This is kind of weird. What is this? Like I was really like, it's a horror title. What the fuck is this? And it was like Resident Evil. I was like, holy shit, that's Resident Evil.
You know what was a good idea for VR? Batman Under the Cowl.
Yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna play.
It's being done by Rocksteady.
Yeah,
which I didn't think they would make another Batman game.
Supposedly.
Maybe the fact that VR was just too tempting and.
Maybe
they've been working on it for a while.
Supposedly they're working on
and it
another
sounded
title.
like Mark Hamill was playing the Joker.
Yeah, that was Mark Hamill.
So
Mark Hamill playing the Joker.
Can we get to the bads now, or we got any more goods left?
No, I think that's it.
I would like to say that this E3 has been kind of disappointing, all around.
It's not as with a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. How can it be as exciting?
How can it?
As
yeah. True.
With
I know about that firsthand.
You first.
So
PlayStation. Since you started first, I'll go first.
Okay.
Unless you got something already done.
I got something already done.
Go for it.
PlayStation went to all their developers and said, "Hey, guys, huddle up. It's PlayStation 4. We're not taking more of this bullshit. We need all you to be working on a title, and we need all these titles ready to go. And this game, Last of Us." I don't give a fuck what you're working on. Make it look like the fucking Last of Us. And they said, sir, yes, sir. And they went and they made every game, even God of War, look like Last of Us. Fucking Detroit looks like Last of Us. The fucking, even fucking the zombie game looks like Last of Us Part 2. I'm not saying that.
Which is, with the zombie game he's talking about is Days Gone.
And I'm not even.
Which still looks fucking good. But it looks like Last of Us only with faster, crazier,
it's like
hyper
zombies. It's like Last of Us.
And you're playing
Daisy,
as a biker guy.
Daisy edition.
Yeah, you're playing a biker guy this time.
Okay, now I say that, and I'm not saying that having every game look like Last of Us isn't a great thing, because Last of Us was amazing. Matter of fact, I was hoping to see some of Last of Us 2.
Yeah, because that might be the game.
Could. And not a different studio, unless they want to make the title. The studio.
Possibly,
it's a new studio. That's a new studio.
studio.
But yeah, PlayStation. I understand that you got to hit with Last of Us. I understand that the zombie market is good, and I understand Overshoulder is working for you guys. But you gotta get your hand out the cookie jar, man. Like, this was a little overkill.
Yeah, well, because God of War kind of had that same feel to it.
Yeah.
Days Gone had the same feel to it. But those were only two games that really felt like
God of War, Days Gone. I felt like Detroit felt like it as well.
No, Detroit didn't feel like that. Detroit felt more like it was a Quantum Dream game, so it feels. Which shout out to Detroit, that was my other good one I totally forgot about, which it looks really interesting. It feels like Beyond Two Souls, which because it's made by the same guys.
I
feels like Heavy Rain.
Play Beyond Two Souls though.
I played Heavy Rain.
I played Heavy Rain,
and it looks and feels like Heavy Rain. It doesn't feel like because it's not cinematic. Like Last of Us was cinematic, but it was more action.
But the melodrama of it all, just
even with the
kinda-
melodrama, like the amount of melodrama that was in Last of Us compared to Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Heavy Rain was just an interactive movie. That's all. This looks like this is going to be an interactive movie.
You got one? Because now I can go again.
For bad, anything that wasn't Sony. I say that being me.
I feel like Ubisoft had the best conference.
Ubisoft wasn't bad. I won't say it was bad. It's not the worst. Microsoft
One of the best games of
Microsoft was boring. All of this was show off
Microsoft
same shit.
was boring.
They showed off the same shit we saw last year.
Yep.
And then they kind of were like, "Oh, we got some new thing that's coming out. We're not gonna talk about." And then they nimpoed, and it was gone. Fucking Bethesda. Bethesda wasn't bad.
But did they really need a conference?
But it wasn't anything that
Did they really need a
dropped.
conference?
Yeah, it didn't really drop any big bombs.
No.
I mean, you had Prey, which was like, oh, cool, the Prey game's coming out. Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, freaking remaster, which I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Mods again. Mods coming to PlayStation.
I just nothing. Had nothing for me. And Nintendo. Nintendo was
Zelda.
Zelda and Pokemon.
Oh, yeah,
That's all it was. Zelda, mostly Zelda, but they threw a little Pokemon in there, and then they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, we'll be back next time." Fucking talk about shit.
Kind of mad that PlayStation did not talk about PS4 4.5.
They decided not to do that because they wanted to focus more on
the VR.
software.
Yeah.
No, they wanted to focus more on software.
I don't know.
Because even the VR stuff, they didn't really touch on the actual like VR stuff.
Yeah.
They just touched on games.
But when it was, so they did those 3 games that they did. They did the Last of Us 2. They did, they did the Detroit, and they did the God of War, which was amazing. Mm-hmm. And then it was like VR bitches.
Yeah, which is kind of like, that's. But they focus more on the game aspect.
Yeah.
And
no lie.
Do you want to touch on the game that was really kind of like, come on, VR?
Which one was that? Oh yes. Yeah.
I'll let you touch on that one. But really, Sony was, in my opinion, the best. Ubisoft wasn't half bad. And then the rest were just kind of like there.
I went in on because
the tone of this E3 just feels maybe it's because of everything that's going on
with Orlando and everything.
Yeah, just
which we were close by.
Yeah, we were very close by to that.
People are affected by that. Are close to us,
people here that are close to it, because we live like 45 minutes away from if that from Orlando. So it's kind of like it's pretty big hitting us here home. I mean, most of our listeners might be like local and stuff like that, but for the ones who aren't local, it is pretty. It's effective.
It's on the news.
It's
and I work in radio, and it's all I can talk about right now. So it's
I mean, I feel
dreary.
like the tone of E3 is kind of like not there.
Every developer and every major company took time to acknowledge what was going on, though.
Yeah,
which was.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely good for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, the entire tone of E3 is kind of like, why are we fucking talking about games when fucking crazy shit's happening? And that's totally understandable.
But Final Fantasy Fantasy VR. That
Final
shit.
Fantasy VR.
What the
It literally,
fuck?
it was like, I was like,
tacked
oh,
on
look
at
at
the
this,
last
look at
fucking
this
minute.
awesome freaking game. It's so freaking cool. I mean,
Okay,
I
Final
can't
Fantasy's
wait to
coming
play
out
it.
this year, and it's gonna be awesome. And the Final Fantasy movies are gonna be awesome. Speaking of movies, we got the Assassin's Creed thing was gonna be awesome. They're still talking about making the Watch Dogs 2 movie. Sony still got their hat in there, and Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah.
Probably I didn't put it on my games to be excited about, but Watch Dogs 2 looked like the most polished game at E3.
Well, it's Watch Dogs.
But it looked like Watch Dogs 2 could come out tomorrow.
But the thing about it is, I felt that same way about Watch Dogs 1, and
True.
then I played Watch Dogs 1.
But
I played both versions of Watch Dogs 1.
I don't think that we saw as much as Watch Dogs
1
as we've seen right now.
I played. Well, we've only seen we've seen more of the cinematic stuff than we have of actual gameplay.
No, we've seen gameplay.
We've seen not as much as they were showing.
There was like 20 minutes of gameplay.
They showed a lot more for Watch Dogs 1 though.
Really? I don't think they did.
The first trailer.
The first trailer was awesome.
The first trailer they showed for Watch Dogs was gameplay, and it wasn't in the game. The second one they showed was a little bit of the stuff, but it was still gameplay.
Yeah,
they showed a shit ton of freaking Watch Dogs.
This just seems more interesting.
I'm still not. The reason why I'm not holding my breath for it.
Burnt once.
Exactly.
No, I think that's why they're showing so much shit.
I don't. Doesn't matter. They did the same thing for Watch Dogs 1.
I feel, but I never wanted to buy Watch Dogs
1. When Watch Dogs 1 came out, I was like, oh sweet, Watch Dogs looks really cool. I want to check it out. I bought both. I bought both the previous gen version, and I took that shit back. I was like, what the fuck was this? I bought the. It was the reason why I bought a PS4 version, because fucking Legacy brought it over, and I was like, holy shit, this game's awesome. And it looks amazing. It looks more amazing than the freaking the PS3 version, and I got convinced into buying a fucking PS4 by another friend of mine. Shout out to fucking Chris of the half-ass goddamn heroes. And then I bought my system, and I bought freaking Watch Dogs. So I was like, that fucking game is amazing, and it looks good until you really look at it under a microscope. There's no substance in the game. Even in how Streets
look empty.
Yeah, even how good the. If you think the next gen version of that game looked empty, play the previous gen version.
Damn.
The previous gen version looks
I did. I played it like it. Okay, so when Watch Dogs came out, there's nothing about the game that I wanted to play. I don't know if that nothing about the game sold me. You know what I mean? Once I started seeing more of the game, I was like, this is not the game I want to play.
Yeah.
And but it's something about what I've seen so far that looks interesting.
I mean,
we'll see.
No, it looks cool. I won't deny it looks cool, but I'm just being very cautious with it.
With good reason.
I'm being very cautious with it.
Something else that sucked at E3, the fact that just the lack of games at Xbox. I don't know if they're waiting for.
It was weird with Xbox, because Xbox showed literally everything that they showed off last year.
Yeah, and I mean, and a lot of those games do come out this year, but like
they didn't show anything different.
The only thing that they really wanted to, and you were saying that they didn't really talk about Scorpio. I disagree with that. I think they spent too much time, but they're trying to position it
the
right
amount,
way.
The amount of time.
I don't know what the fuck a teraflop is though.
The
flippity flop.
A teraflop.
You know, he was like, yeah, this is gonna be a monster. This system. It's got 500 gigabytes of bibbly bobbly boobs. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Now we know who the real tech guy of this entire thing is. But anyways, the
nano flip flops.
The entire thing that I got out of
the Xbox Slim or whatever.
Not even the Xbox Slim, because the Xbox Slim still is kind of like, oh, that's cool.
It's a new system, yeah.
But the thing that I got out of the project Scorpio is they were just kind of like buzzwords.
True.
And just here's some specs of buzzwords, and doesn't it sound awesome? And people were just like,
But the thing that they did say after buzzwords, they made it very clear, because this is the thing we were talking about for the PS 4.5 and the Scorpio before we even knew the Scorpio was Scorpio. So like we were saying, like, okay, I'm gonna have an Xbox One or a PS4. And let's say 2 Christmases from now, there's the Xbox, there's a PS4.9 or whatever they want to do it, right? So you're gonna upgrade up to a point where I have to at least upgrade to the next PS4 or Xbox to play the latest game.
Yep.
But I think the thing that both systems did not specify, and I've heard this through, of course, no companies come out and say it, but if you really want to get true VR support, you're gonna have to upgrade to these new boxes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little touchy to say now.
What they've been slowly doing is they're trying to do better support for not just the VR, but for the 4K TVs. Yeah. The systems are going to be much more
Which is
powerful.
weird that Microsoft is jumping on this bandwagon when 4K TVs aren't even proven yet, and it's a Sony thing, so you can see why Sony's so invested in 4K, like they were invested in 3D.
Blu-ray. Sorry. I'm sorry. I had a bad cough right there.
So it's interesting to see the Scorpio be a thing and everything.
It's just Blu-ray.
No NX.
It's Blu-ray. Yeah. No,
fucking
Nintendo is keeping their cards like really close to their chest right now. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what.
I don't even fucking know what to do with
doing
it.
there. Just like,
it's like
Zelda and Pokemon, but Zelda
and Star. Oh, we did that last year. Oh shit. I'm reading the cards from last year.
Oh, supposedly with Pokemon Go. With Pokemon Go,
little kids are dying out in the streets everywhere.
You have to have some kind of like special Bluetooth adapter to play it.
Yeah, you gotta, and the Bluetooth adapter is like the
$35 for this Bluetooth adapter, and it seems like it's gonna be more of a play to win thing anyway.
Basically, the Bluetooth adapter is how you throw your ball.
Bluetooth adapter. It's gonna be $35, and yeah,
that's not even downloading the game.
Yeah, not even down and pay to win. It's basically, it seems like it's gonna be pay to win. That bothers me. Especially from the vision that they tried to make everybody believe it was.
Street Fighter V is getting raked over the fucking coals.
I mean, because they are fucking shit up.
Oh my gosh! So if you haven't heard, the Zenny system is no more. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
There is no more Zenny system. So basically, you just gotta pay for shit. So the Zenny system was their form of cash. Now, when people bought the game,
couldn't figure out how to make that shit work, huh, Capcom?
How the fuck this shit that you put into place that you invented doesn't work in the fucking game?
We have figured out that we don't know how to make this work, but we'll come back to you. Yeah, we're just gonna do away with it all together.
To announce it at E3, like we're gonna do some big special announcement.
We're gonna do away with this all together because we cannot figure out how to make this shit work. So yeah,
just use real money. So that wouldn't even really be a thing, really, though, to get mad about, because I mean, Zenny was essentially real money anyway, and fight money is the money you get from actually fighting online and stuff like that, and doing the challenge modes and stuff like that. But the thing is, in Japan, when these people they pre-ordered their games and they bought them digitally and stuff like that, they got Zenny points, which is like real money. It's like, so they got like $20-$30 of real money of Zenny to have when the game came out and when the fight system came in, which has not made itself out in the last 2.5 months. So
what happens to all of that
Zenny?
All of that Zenny
It doesn't get put into actual real money. It kind of goes away, which has led some Asians, who are usually not a violent people, to start cracking their games and cursing out Capcom and all these other things like that. It's pretty bad, actually, to tell the truth.
Damn you, Capcom. Damn you, Capcom.
Meanwhile, I'm still enjoying the game. Game's still good. I'm still enjoying tournaments. But
they've shown off what some of the characters are gonna look like.
Yeah, they show basically the first 10 to 15 minutes of story mode. In the story mode, you'll be able to play Jury, which is not out yet. Pretty much Urien. You'll be able to play everybody in the game.
Yep.
But I guess they're not the finished models or the finished whatever the case is. So when you finish, but here's something that you similar to MKX. Apparently, now the story mode is like 4 hours long.
Yep.
So if you haven't broken your fucking disc yet, and if you can get a game online when the netcode is not fucking horrible. No, MKX netcode is good. Okay. I was playing MKX the other night and it was horrible.
Don't fucking.
It was good.
Don't fucking say shit. Don't.
No, I was playing MKX the other night and it was really good.
You can't say NC because he will bust in here and kill us all.
Like Batgirl, just a smoke and then you're in there.
Yeah, I'm just gone.
Did you see Superman's special?
Yeah. His special is the coolest freaking looking special.
And then like he goes like
he punches you, flashes you, punches you again,
and then grabs
flies behind you, grabs you by the neck, and just that shit looks dope as. I'm sorry, that shit looks fucking dope as fuck. His so far looks. I love come on, Batman's is kind of cool. The bat wing friggin' flies into the moon. Looks like it's the bat symbol.
Shoots you down, everything.
Clever, and it shoots you. I'm like, friggin'.
Something I thought was a little weird. And this is to my worst of E3. I don't know if you noticed this, but like the moves kind of look the same. Like I was looking like
It
I was
looks,
look-
it
I was
looks
looking.
the same. It looks like almost the same as Injustice 1.
Yeah, like not the graphics.
No,
Graphics
no,
are-
no,
but
I'm
like,
talking about the moves, like the
gameplay.
moveset
Yeah. Like
gameplay.
I
It
was
looks
watching,
like Injustice 1.
I was looking at some of Batman's combos and looking at some of Superman's combos, and I was like,
This is the
those
exact
look
same
like the
goddamn-
exact
yeah,
same.
they're exact
Now,
same.
I mean,
Well, that's supposedly they're saying they're
Ryu
having
and-
it like you can fucking turn.
but I mean, Ryu and Ken have been having the same combos for like 20 years. But even they got some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really fault them.
I know. They slightly tweak Ken stuff.
Ken, yeah,
And
and like
Ryu, come on, Ryu.
Ryu,
Ryu is Ryu. He will
Like,
never.
but-
Guile.
yeah, Gal.
Guile.
Make-
That's all I gotta say.
Make,
Guile.
which one of my favorite characters.
Guile. Yeah. Hey, so you have no right.
Yeah.
No right to say that
Like,
Batman and Superman play exactly the same
started-
after like
I
what?
started playing
3 years.
I started playing with Gal again, and I started winning, and like I just don't know how. like I'm online like beating like gold tier players and
Yeah,
stuff
you're
with Gal, and I'm just like, how?
Guile.
But like it's
It's
it's-
really easy to
it's
beat
Gal.
me.
It's like I'm Gal.
I'm just.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay,
I'm not doing anything.
Sonic Boom, punch, Sonic Boom. I just Sonic Boom. Stop me.
I got my first rage quit with Gal like a week ago, and I was like,
What?
it was weird. It was weird.
Fuck you, man. I'm tired of your back fist Sonic Boom, you motherfucker. What you gonna do? Punch Sonic Hurricane, you bitch ass motherfucker. Quit.
It's like who would have thought that I would combo a Sonic Boom with a back fist? And then like his low fierce, his crouching fierce is 2 kicks.
Yeah.
How do you not know this is 2 kicks by now?
Yeah, like
Everybody
I blocked
gets-
the first one. What the fuck? I didn't have 2 kicks.
What
I
kind of-
forgot he had 2 kicks
what
for
kind
like
of magic-
80 years now.
What kind of magic is this?
He
I
kicked.
don't
He
get
kicked
it.
you twice. I mean, it's this game's been out for like
I
what
don't even-
25 years.
I don't even-
He's like had the same kick for like 25.
Yo,
no, more than 25 years.
people.
Street Fighter's older than me.
Yeah.
And he has had that like double kick. Street Fighter 2, because he was in Street Fighter 2. He's had that double kick for like how long?
87 maybe. 89.
I mean, I guess you could get kind of tricked by the rolling sabat that he does,
But no.
where you can like move it and like if you can move the rolling sabat forward or the rolling sabat
Yeah.
backwards, or you can keep it in neutral rolling sabat. No, the fucking down fierce. Freaking
Same
freaking
fucking
super
move.
roundhouse kick, freaking doop, and you fucking get pissed.
Yeah, like, and I don't even know how to do the loop. The I can't even do the loop yet. The Sonic Boom loop when you get your.
Oh yeah.
I've kind of done it, but I don't have it down pat.
It is from what I've seen is fucking difficult. I'm not a Guile player.
Oh yeah, I am.
I'm not a Guile player. So
I'll get it, but I mean, I don't have it. yet.
I play Guile very sloppily.
That's all.
But even in playing Guile sloppily,
You
if you
still
play
win.
against somebody
You
who
still
doesn't know
win.
what the fuck is going on,
You
you
still
win. So,
win.
I mean,
but yeah, so Capcom's people are
I say I play that game sloppily. So I mean,
Capcom's really dropping the ball on Street Fighter 5.
they like I don't know what the fuck like that is their game. That's a
But
game
the
where they make
crazy-
a shit ton of money.
But the
off
crazy
of.
part is though, it really doesn't matter
Nah.
because the
Because Resident
tournaments
Evil 7's coming. I'm sorry.
after. No, I think
I'm sorry.
it's fucked up. Will that's got I hope Combo Fiend just like busted the door, like all his
I'll
muscles and
fucking
shit.
kill you. Like I'm sorry.
This is my livelihood. But no, like I think because like after Evo, it's gonna be like the most. It's gonna get a lot. Like after Evo and all the tournament play and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and after Capcom Cup, it's gonna sell. Year
Well,
2,
they're probably-
I
they're
think the game will sell better in year 2.
Oh my god, they got us. We got.
Yeah, we
You
are.
want to know how we got?
Yeah, because we're beta testing the game.
No.
Hmm.
That's we've already known we got there
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah.
No, that's not even
We
that.
accept that.
Here comes Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition.
they
Super
better not
Street
do that.
Fighter
They better not do
EX3
that.
Alpha divided by 32 pi.
All on one disc.
All in one disc.
All on one disc. At least we ain't gotta buy it again. Maybe. I don't know. Zenny's done.
Zenny is done. Zenny's done. You really think they ain't gonna make us buy this shit?
Now
again?
they're saying like special costumes will be you can buy special costumes with Zenny, but with real money, but everything else is fight money. and they're gonna up the price on fight money since people have been saving fight money so long.
So they're gonna up the price on the prices that you have to buy the stuff for in fight money.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
So like, cause you haven't been having anything to.
You've been saving up fight money, which is not that fucking easy to get in the first place, because they don't give you a shitload of fight money in the
But
first
if you've been
place.
playing the game since release date,
even from release date, they don't give you a fucking lot of fucking fight money for your wins, especially for like lower tier people and people who are making it into people who are from like bronze or ultra bronze down. Y'all better open up your wallets, because it looks like y'all gonna buy something. I'm gonna be there with you because I'm one of those people.
I haven't looked at what I'm. I think I'm Super Silver. I think I got 300.
The prices for a lot
points.
of the stuff for Super Bronze or for Fight Money is already fucking ridiculous. Outside of the Zenny, it's fucking ridiculous.
I bought everything I can buy, and I still got like
it's still a shit ton of stuff you got to buy. So it's literally like pick and choose what you want to buy, what you really want to buy for whatever your character is, and then any of the extra characters you might have to open up your wallet and fucking pay for that.
I mean, well, for tournament organizers, I think
they kind of they're going to have to anyway.
I feel like
but for like the guy who just is not a tournament organizer, or he's not one of those guys that goes to Evo, but he really would like to go to the Evo because he's decent or he's okay and he would like to just try his luck. Good luck buying that shit. Hope you got enough money from your job to do so.
It's crazy. So far, honorable mentions, Gears of War, Forza, Halo Wars, not Halo Wars.
I was about to say Halo Wars doesn't look bad.
If you like RTSs,
if you're an RTS fan,
go ahead.
Play it on PC.
Halo Wars the original.
Yeah, Halo Wars was
the only RTS
bad.
game I've ever played on a controller that I liked.
I didn't like it. I played Ruse. That shit was confusing as fuck.
I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, Ruse was
I
just.
What I was doing.
Ruse. It just was like.
I know
you're
Russia,
in a game.
But, yeah,
you're in a game. Like, are you gonna show me like how to play this game?
Nope.
Figure it out. Like,
do you remember Spectrum Warrior? Yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome game.
For me personally, you have more controllability to play any RTS on.
Absolutely.
PC.
Oh, this was, I don't know if this is an E3 announcement, but what's called is coming out for consoles. Speaking of RTSs, the Alien game where you can.
StarCraft?
No, it's like you're a team of XCOM.
XCOM, yeah.
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2 is
coming out for consoles.
Yeah,
they had no console release date.
They held on to that for a
while.
Good little minute because people were losing their fucking
because
minds.
The game looks amazing.
Yeah, they were losing their minds. It was like, it's only for fucking PC. Fuck you guys. The PC Master Race, as they call themselves. Like, PC Master Race. We know that we're the best. That's why we get the best PC Master Race. And
I'm not gonna lie. That's the best RTS I've ever played in my life.
It's kind of an RTS, but yet not at the same. It's a different type.
What's it called, like an RPG or something?
No, it's an RTS. It's a real time It's real time. No, I can't call it a real time strategy game because nothing's really happening in real time. You are setting your people in position and then you attack, but it's more turn based.
Yeah.
It's more turn-based for XCOM. Real time would be like everything's happening at the same time. You better be fast enough to fucking figure that out. Have your hotkeys set up.
Be a field general. Yeah.
Have your hotkeys set up so you can get to this group of people so you can fucking kill people in enough time.
Oh, you know what we forgot? And this is definitely going on the best of, and it's one of the reasons why I said that Ubisoft had the best. Speaking of RPGs, South Park.
The fractured butthole. No, the fractured butthole. We got to make sure those spaces are in there.
They even made fun of Kanye on stage.
Yeah. Apparently, the fractured butthole is actually supposed to come with a extra copy of
if you don't have it.
The first South Park.
Is that only for Xbox? Because I know PlayStation has they're gonna have their own PlayStation version.
How does
that work? Because I know
I did do a sale for it, or a changeover for it, and it didn't happen for it. They didn't give us a like anything, like
'Cause,
any code for the
Because
customer?
I know for Xbox you just get the download of
Well,
backwards compatible.
I'm
Or
guessing
did they
it might only
or did
be.
they render an entire new game for PS4?
I have to check that out because I might have to tell this particular customer like that might be the case.
Huh. That's gonna be weird.
Because if the PS4 is kind of like, ah, looks like you guys are fucking sucking dicks, and you just got to play the fractured butthole.
On PS3.
I bet your ass is a fractured butthole right now because you're not getting the game. Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure we missed some things, but this was a
right? It's a really slow
lackluster
E3
E3.
Well, like I said before, it's just a lot of shit's going on right now.
But you know, Gamescom is in August,
Yeah, so
and we always get some new stuff in Gamescom.
Everybody but Nintendo might pull out their big guns and fucking throw some shit off.
Really, Horizon Zero Dawn. I'll let you play it and tell me how it is. The biker game.
Oh, there's a game that we didn't talk about.
We Happy Few.
Yeah, We Happy Few. I'm actually really interested about playing that.
Yeah.
I probably will end up playing it on
PC?
my computer, not on any console because I don't have an Xbox One.
Yeah, it'll be a while for it to come out on PS4.
Yeah, I really would.
Looks like Microsoft's helping that game be published into some kind of
yeah.
Cuphead, but I mean we don't talk about Cuphead because it's coming.
Fucking, they got There's the okay. This E3 has made 3 games. I think has made an extra 2 games, not including Cuphead. Games I want to play for like Windows, but I 2 of them I can download from my computer, so it's kind of like whatever. But Cuphead's killing me, man. I am
Open
in
world.
love with 1930s, 1940s.
Not even, but not even that. Just
style.
the bullet hell shooter that it is.
And supposedly it's going to be a lot more platformy too. So
Well,
they're
I mean,
actually
they've had
have platforms.
basically the deal with Cuphead is they made the game. The game was made, and after the game was made, Microsoft was like still giving them money, and they was like, well, why don't you just make Cuphead 2 into Cuphead 1?
Yeah.
So basically, you're getting Cuphead 1 and 2 by having it be an open world game and them adding everything they're in.
There's a game that I do want to shout out. I still got to check to see. Supposedly, there's a if I remember this properly. If I don't remember this properly, I apologize. You remember the game Bloodstained?
Yeah,
by Igarashi.
They briefly mentioned it on the Microsoft ID.
Supposedly they're having a demo.
Did that ever come out?
Playable demo. It's coming out next year.
Okay.
A playable demo at E3, as well as they're supposedly coming out with a playable demo for people who paid $60 or more. For, if I'm not mistaken,
Would that be us?
I think so, because I think I paid $60.
They
or more.
briefly mentioned it on
checked
Xbox ID. They like scrolled over it, but didn't say anything about it for real.
Yeah.
One thing they did a lot at E3 this year, they had demos that you can play right now.
Yeah.
Like for people who are just at home in the draws.
Yeah.
Can't make it E3. Hey, go play our game right now.
The one that was kind of like, really? Y'all make it so exciting, but it's like, Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, yeah, y'all made this.
That's great.
I mean, it's fucking
awesome.
really exciting. I don't really.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the thoughts.
Thanks a lot, Lego guys. I really didn't care that much about it.
But all in all, that was E3, the majors at least. And Mass Effect Andromeda, we didn't get any information on.
Yeah, they gave us like all this interesting looking gameplay, but they still told us absolutely really nothing. So I mean, it's like
you will get to play as a man.
EA was the one who showed a lot more of it off in their press conference. But you want to know how I felt about the EA conference? I watched that. And the rest of it, I was busy playing video games. They started talking about like sports and shit, and I was like, I don't fucking care about that. They talked about some other shit that I don't remember because it's just like.
Who talked about Arena? Was that Microsoft? They talked some. It was either Microsoft or Sony talking about. I think it was Microsoft. Microsoft Arena, where they're gonna make it. Basically, make it where you can play games competitively online, kind of like an ESL, and wager like online, and they're gonna call it Arena, and it was like shooters, fighters, whatever the case is. They're gonna have this Arena.
I don't remember that.
That seemed pretty cool. So it was like, I think it was like Microsoft Arena, So I don't know any details about that, but if that's we love competitive fighting games.
Yeah.
Like Tekken online, and I think that has something to do with the groups too.
Talking about fighting games, you missed one of the fighting games that nobody likes to come out and play. Tekken.
I did talk about Tekken, and I said that there. Well, it was weird that
we didn't talk about Tekken. let's talk about Tekken. About how apparently they're in Microsoft's back pocket right now.
Yeah. So. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really weird. After the many years that they've been doing the whole Sony thing.
See him on stage was weird.
Yeah, it was strange. It was really strange.
I found it very weird. I mean, it's already weird that we got Akuma. I will say that they had the most compelling story mode.
Yeah.
It was like,
well, they've always focused a lot on the story, even though it was shown mostly through cutscenes.
But yeah, but this is like story mode. It's like they're like, and of course, fucking what's the producer name?
I know what you're talking about.
Comes out in a fucking kimono and shit. Like he speaks perfect English, by the way. Yeah. Everybody, if you don't know,
that was another thing that blew my mind.
Perfect English.
Talking about fucking Japanese people speaking English. This is the first time that I can actually like honestly think I've heard Hideo Kojima fucking speaking English sentences and not be like, fuck you American motherfucker, pieces of shit. I speak Japanese and have a translator. It's the first time, and he's like talking to the people. He messed up like a word, and I was like, whatever.
Maybe it's a Konami. Maybe it was a Konami thing.
I don't know, but he friggin' like messed up a word, and I was like, whatever. It's not his native tongue, so I'm not gonna fucking like, wow, you son of a bitch. But like every time he would do something, he would have a translator because it was just like, I have a translator. Fuck you guys. Like,
I don't know. Maybe he's eating a little bit of crow. Maybe.
Or maybe he's doing what he wants to do
and not being controlled.
We will not know
until this game comes out. And goes way over budget because it's a deal.
It already looks fucking goddamn
it's like
insane.
The money they spent on rendering the cutscene, you could have made another game.
Yeah, but Sony. No.
Yeah, but Sony.
Though. Well, but the PlayStation division of Sony. Let me rephrase that. Was that a low blow?
That was a little blow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sony. I got no money, so you can't really sue me.
I will say this though, about Tekken. Excited to play Tekken.
Yeah.
Even though I know.
Do you think Tekken fans are excited to play Tekken?
I don't know if there's any Tekken fans.
There are Tekken fans out there.
They don't support their game.
Not really, but
they don't travel for their game.
Was there any other fighting games that they really showed off?
No. It's a weak E3, man. It's just weak. It's nothing to talk about.
No.
The game that left me.
Well, it's still the middle of the week, so I mean, maybe the next few days they'll be like, "Hey, we got this new dick sucking game that sucks every dick in the world, and for you ladies, we have Clitmaster." I mean, something like that.
I gotta tell you about a toy that I just saw. Speaking of clits.
You don't have this toy, do you?
No, I want it though.
Thank God.
Not for me.
I want to be around.
I want to use it on a female. But anyways. Yeah, I mean, if I had to say,
I hope you cut that part.
The game that I guess left me with the biggest impression, just as hype for games, would be what was the Last of Us Part 2 game?
Oh, Days Gone.
Days Gone, and Injustice.
I'd have to say, because I am a huge Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, I might have like a mini list. Spider-Man, Days Gone was actually pretty good. Gwent. The Gwent game. I'm interested to see more of what this Detroit Becoming Human is going to be. God of War looks really good. Sea of Pirates or Sea of Thieves, excuse me.
But your two, like, if you had to, if I
had to boil down to it,
like in 4 months from now, when you think about E3 2016,
Gwen and Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Gwen
It's,
Spider-Man, and Sea of Thieves will be in the back of my mind slightly, but I don't have an Xbox, so it's gonna slowly like fade
honorable
away.
mentions for me would be Sea of Thieves and Recore. Yeah, and then the Gears, which I probably will play this Gears.
My honorable mention will be Sea of Thieves and October 26, 2016. I don't give a fuck about the game. I just care about the date.
All right, we went a little bit over an hour, but I mean that's E3. It was the good, the bad.
Well, it's just us. I mean,
yeah,
we don't have our any third.
Actually, Kyle wanted to be here. He had family in town. He actually wrote notes for E3, so we're gonna let Kyle say his notes next time.
We're just gonna be quiet the entire
He's just
time.
gonna say his.
No, Kyle. You have the entire floor. Aren't you gonna like answer? No, we already talked. We're gonna talk. We're just gonna go. Yeah.
Check the tape. All right, this is Wally Mob Gaming E3 recap, really quick. Hope you guys are enjoying your E3.
The extra large mini mobs.
Yeah, right. If you guys are in the Orlando, Daytona area, man.
If you are in the Florida, in the Florida region.
I mean, as Americans though.
Yeah, if you're in the Florida region, the LGBT community.
Yeah, LGBTQ.
Yeah, Q. If you want to add all the extra letters,
important.
Not being disrespectful, but that's a lot of letters to say.
It's important though.
Yeah. For basically Americans, I gotta say, I don't even want to extend to that because I mean when France, it's interesting when the whole France thing went down.
Yeah.
Like we as Americans, like we support, but now as Americans, we're like so divided now on what's going on with this entire thing.
Yeah.
But for me, on behalf of myself and on my part of the Wally Mop Gaming.
Condolences.
We offer condolences. Our hearts go out to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I know anybody personally I don't think I know anybody that was actually there at the club, but I know people personally affected by what happened at the club.
I know
kids who ain't coming home.
Yeah, I know people who have been affected by it outwardly. I've known people who know people who've had things happen to them dealing with this, and it's just it's not cool. And I don't care like what your race, your creed. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about really your
sexual
orientation or preference. I don't care about any of that because it doesn't matter. If you kill people out of like hatred or whatnot, you are a shitty person.
And the crazy part is this shitty person, this guy, has just fucked his entire family.
Yeah,
because like
there are people coming after his family.
Not right now. Yeah, I mean, and they've gotten to one of them actually.
And for those people who are doing that, you're no better than he is.
But it's like,
I understand that you're hurt. I understand that it's wrong. Hell, I understand that you might want vengeance. But if you lower yourself to the standard of a person who would take somebody's life and you would go and attack his family, then you're no better than he is.
Like I said, I'll say Florida, Chirac, which is Chicago. And maybe like Texas, worst places to do some kind of terrorist shit because there's terrorists in the state.
Yeah.
That just live here that are Americans.
Yeah, they will come after you and they hold grudges and they will come and attack you. But like I said before, those people that are like that, you're not doing anything that's going to be better. It's not going to make you feel better.
Yeah.
No, I feel better for the moment and stuff like that. It's not justice.
Yeah.
It's not right. You're not going to be able to bring that person back that you love, and then you just took somebody who might not have been involved in this.
Yeah.
Take them out because you want this self-satisfaction or you feel like you're self-righteous or this sense of justice. What happened was an atrocity. What happened was wrong. And in any atrocity, in any type of thing that happens like that, it's not right. It's bad.
Yeah.
But when you try to perpetuate it by I feel bad so I'm just gonna fuck this, that doesn't do anything, guys. Like, I understand if it comes to like a protection point, protect yourselves, guys. Fucking defend yourselves. If you gotta take somebody out to defend yourself, by all means, but actively hunting somebody down, actively trying to go out of your way to murder somebody because of a way that you feel, you become that monster that you hate.
Yeah, it's tough.
So I mean, my heart goes out to basically everybody who's affected by this, and I say stay strong, protect yourselves, and don't let this define who you are. Don't let this destroy you.
Hashtag
because if you
pray for Orlando, man.
If you let this destroy you, then the people who do stuff like this are wrong. I don't care, and no matter whatever they are, whether you want to go with Islam, Christianity, people who are homophobes or whatever like that, you give up and you freaking allow them to dictate how you feel, or you let them dictate the way that you go about your life. They win.
It's difficult. It's difficult because the guy was American, you know.
He wasn't born and raised in America.
But the thing about American that's cool and fucked up at the same time is life goes on, but we don't want to forget about what happened. So
No.
I've been talking about it all week, of course, in my job. So
Yeah. I've been doing my best not to
I have no
talk
choice.
too much about it. No, for you, I definitely
no
understand.
choice.
I've been doing my best not to talk about it because a lot of the people who talk about it, they're taking sides. Like, people died. Well, this side believes it doesn't matter. People died.
Yeah.
If you're gonna sit here and fucking fight and bicker and argue about this
Yeah.
shit, stop. Because you're not doing anything. You're not helping the problem. You're not making the problem better. All you're doing is fucking fighting over bullshit. If you
And I
really
believe-
want to take time to actively try to make this shit better, why don't you get together with your fellow brother, your fellow sister, your fellow people, your fellow citizens of this country, and try to figure out a way to fucking stop this shit. It doesn't necessarily need to be something that requires bloodshed. It doesn't even necessarily mean that we gotta take all the guns. We need to find something that fucking works on even ground for everybody.
Yeah.
But people are more concerned about fucking fighting about bullshit instead of the fact that fucking 50 people died.
And more than that in hospitals, which is another shout out. I know that a lot of while we're recording this, I'm really big on giving the blood and trying to do what you can help immediately. And I know a lot of the blood drives are so full of people. There's another thing. We talk about a community that's divided and hates itself, but still comes together. You know what I'm saying? Under the most strenuous circumstances, which is the best definition of being American. So in the weeks to come, they're still gonna need blood. So if you guys could go out and to your local blood drives and see what's going on with the hospitals and stuff like that, like that's big.
Some of these
That's
the blood banks and stuff are like, you gotta do appointments because we got like so many people coming in.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So I actually went and I had to go make an appointment.
Yeah.
So I posted all that stuff. So but don't give up. In the coming weeks, I mean, the blood, they need blood for weeks and weeks on end. So I mean, they get the initial push right now, and then it's like a slack off it, and but they freeze the stuff, and you know it's what you need.
Yeah,
No blood.
if you can give what you can give. If not, if you can find some other way to support, find some other way to support. And don't listen to that to the negative rhetoric out there.
Yeah.
Anybody that's like, oh, they deserved it because they were gay, fuck those guys, because that's all it is, preaching hate.
Yeah, I mean we can do a whole another podcast about that situation, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get out of here.
I was starting a soapbox.
Yeah, I cut you off. It's early as in the morning, and I gotta go to work in a little bit. So Wally Mob Gaming E3 Special Edition, Loneliest Wolf.
E2 special edition.
Really, right?
The loneliest wolf here, man.
Red K, Wally Mob Gaming E3. We out.